The Child Response Initiative, or CRI, started in 2008 with a group of people who wanted to make a difference together. CRI is a coordinated community response for children exposed to violence and their families. CRI brings together law enforcement, mental health, juvenile justice, child protective services, and many other service providers to coordinate the needs of children exposed to violence. We realize the widespread impact of trauma on the lives of children in our communities. So together, we wanted to work to address the needs of children and help keep them safe and well.
It starts when someone recognizes that a child has been exposed to violence or trauma. The signs and symptoms vary by age but can include things like crying, acting out behaviors, trouble concentrating, difficulty falling asleep, and stomach aches.
Hi, I'm Officer Hunt. As a school resource officer, I know my students. I also know that children can react to trauma in many different ways. CRI has taught me how to recognize those indicators. So when I see one of my students acting out, I look for the underlying cause. If it's exposure to violence or trauma or even bullying, I know that I could contact CRI.
Any person who recognizes that a child has been exposed to trauma can refer that child to CRI to get that child the help that he or she needs.
Police officers like me are one of the first to see children in crisis situations. We understand that violence and traumatic experiences can have lifelong effects on children's lives. We use CRI as one of the ways to help them deal with these bad situations. We use CRI as one of our main referrals as officers. Police officers just like me actually make up 90% of the referrals that CRI uses to help families get what they need.
In our role at the Department of Social Services, we work with children every day who have been exposed to trauma and domestic violence. At times, our families need additional help. And when that happens, we make referrals to the Child Response Initiative.
Greensboro CRI will assess the family's needs, including safety, and then will connect the family with one or more of their partners.
When CRI receives a referral from an officer or either from someone in the community, we are connecting them with the proper agency to make sure that they get the help that's needed. We are able to evaluate and determine through an assessment short over the telephone exactly what that family is in need of. And then we are ensuring that they are receiving the proper help and also getting them back to safety and wellness.
By realizing the widespread impact of trauma in the lives of children and families, recognizing the signs of trauma, referring to CRI to get connected to caring service providers, people who have been affected by the exposure to trauma can recover.
CRI works. Each month, we reach over 150 children and families exposed to violence and connect them with the community resources that can help. If you know someone who has been exposed to a trauma, get involved. Contact CRI. Anyone can make a referral. From domestic violence and bullying to car accidents, child trauma comes in a lot of different forms, so don't hesitate to reach out for help. Making sure children grow up in stable, safe, and nurturing homes and communities is one of the best things we can do to positively impact the future of our children and families.